Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Shy over here on Shy's Coinage. And we are here. I think my camera is shaking. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to fix this so that I'm not smacking the camera. Hopefully it gets some steady about itself. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, we are here to do our April monthly budget. So I'm trying to keep my videos to like 20 minutes or less, because if they get any longer, I don't want to be, editing them just becomes a task. It'd be something that I don't want to do. So I know 20 to 25 minutes, I'm okay. You know, anything over that, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm skipping the rest of March videos outside of the March closeout that I did. And we're going to go into April fresh. And we're just going to keep hoping for the best, guys, because I am trying. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, let me see if you guys are in frame. Yeah, we should be good like that. So the first thing we're going to do is the calendar. I did fill it out this month. I have some stickers somewhere in my batch of things that I'll probably throw on here at some other time. But I just went through and I fill in the days and the dates, and I put the date that things are due, just because I'm trying to get better at utilizing all the things. And maybe not all the things, but I'm trying to get better at utilizing. Sorry guys, I'm talking and digging for another marker at the same time, because I do need a fifth one, a fifth color. Yeah, I'm trying to get better about utilizing some of the things that I have at my disposal to help keep me on track and help keep me going. So April, this is the month of April. I did not write April here, but I'll go back and I'll do that. This is the month of April, but our official April monthly budget starts here on the 4th. The 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd were all paid from a check in March. So I'm going to highlight across here purple, just so I know that that is from a different pay period. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hop in here and I'm going to highlight the 4th through the 10th. And then we're going to do the 11th through the 17th. And then we're going to do the 18th through the 24th. And then for that last week of April for us is going to be the 25th through the 1st of May. So yes, that's gonna do it. So this is pretty much like I'm sure you guys have seen from any other budgeter that you watch, the highlighter method. Anything in green is getting paid with this check that we get on the 4th. I do budget weekly because my husband is paid weekly. I am paid bi-weekly. So I just budget weekly because weekly there is money incoming into at least one account that I oversee. So I think I was talking about paydays. So anyway, I budget weekly. So that is why it goes 1 week at a time for us, especially with our bills. Because that is the account that for sure gets something monthly. So anyway, now that we did that, and I think I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna prettify it up, throw some stickers on there, and maybe even write a few financial goals on there. Are there any important dates in April? We are pretty busy. Like our kids are involved in things and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if I really want to write that on here or not. That might be more of a style for my actual like weekly, daily, monthly planner or whatever, not this is mostly about my budget for the most part. So yeah, now we did the calendar. We're gonna hop right in. We're not gonna waste much time. We're gonna hop right in to our monthly budget. So again, April monthly budget from April 4th through May 1st. And so let's hop right in and I'll show you guys kind of how I add this up. So into our family account this month, which our family account covers all of our bills and half of our variable expenses. I think, let's see, 965 times 4, then plus 940 plus 940. I'm thinking we're gonna have a total of 5740. And then I plan on bringing in $120 from our buffer. And my personal account, we're gonna do 720. I believe I get paid on the 11th and the 25th. So yes, 720. And then I'm gonna budget 0 for my other. The other is for my account. And this is for any side hustle that I do. And I normally, in every budget that I do 0 in my budget, and then I come back with the actual number. So let's add that up. 5740 plus 120 plus 720. 6580. All right. So $6,580 is what we will be budgeting with for this month. So let's see here. I try to put, let me scoot this over because now I'm not sure you guys are in frame. I did write the mortgage on every payday because we have, where we bank at, when you open that bank account, it comes with like 3 buckets, so to speak. You have one that says spend, reserve, save, I believe is how they name them. And so spend is just our regular checking account. That's where all the money goes to. That's where the money pools. And then our reserve is specifically for our mortgage and our second mortgage, which our second mortgage is just a payment for the down payment assistance we got. So we put that and our mortgage into the account that says reserve. And then that rolls out of there. So we transfer money to that account every payday is how I have it set up. Every payday, $543 goes there. So that is $21.72 for the month. And so even if I do a paycheck breakdown where I don't do $543 in that paycheck breakdown, that means in the next paycheck, I'm going to have to double it. So I kind of prefer to make sure I'm doing a $543 every payday. But if it makes more financial sense with like, if we have more on this payday than we do on this payday, then I'll double it here. I make it work, but at the end of the day, that's what the amount comes to. The second mortgage is $98. And I should have wrote that here and I didn't. Because I was going to say, I know you guys see it here. And so it was paid out of that last check in March. But we are going out until the 1st again. And although I could take it out of this paycheck here, because it's due on the 1st, but it's the same as our mortgage. It's not late until the 15th. So I could take it out of this check and be fine, which if need be, I will. But for right now, we're going to write that there, and that's how it's going to be. So let me make sure that's dry because this is an erasable pen. I don't want it to go anywhere. So that is $98. And then for my car note, we do $657. We do $332 for my husband's car note. We do $374 for the car insurance, $400 for T-Mobile. We do think this is going down this month, but better safe than sorry. We're going to budget the $400 until we know for a fact that it'll be going down. And not this month, because again, we already paid it for the 1st of April. It'll be due on the 1st of May, and we believe that the payment is going down. But just in case, we're going to do $400. $86 for Google, which is our internet, our Wi-Fi. $25 for our trash service. $125 for Evergy, which is our power for the home. $125 for Spire, which is our heating for the home. We are starting to switch over into spring, so we're not running our heat as much. But the bill has just been super high from the wintertime, and I just do $125 every month. The bill might come in at $300. I do $125 every month because it keeps it going down. And then once it starts warming up and we're not running it as much, that $125 just eats into it. And so that's how I prefer it. I know everybody doesn't necessarily like to work it that way. That is the way I work it. So here we are. Water $100, sewer $70, and then for our subscriptions $189. Now I did not write them all out like I did the previous month, but $189. I did write them all out on our calendar. That way when I'm doing the weekly budgets and I'm looking at this, I know like, okay, the Amazon, the alarm, Splice, I'll know. So I did write it there, but here I just wrote out subscriptions because that's easier. Swim lessons, my kids do take swim lessons monthly. Last month when we went to sign up, it was free. So we didn't pay last month, which was exciting, but I think we'll be back to paying, and that is normally on the 15th. The 15th is when they put the next session up in order to enroll, and I try to get in there early to make sure the kids have a spot. But nonetheless, that is $80 a month. And then my daughter, she has been wanting to get into gymnastics or cheer, and I've been promising her that we would. So this previous Monday, we went to do a little trial class at a cheerleading place, and she really liked it. And so we're looking to enroll her. And if we understood everything correctly, it's going to be $120 to enroll her, which is why I brought in $120 from the buffer, because my husband did transfer that money over, $120 from his own account there so that we could pay it. But monthly it's going to be $75. So this is the initial fee, because this is the monthly plus that initial enrollment fee thing they always make you pay. That's what that is. So let's add all this up and let's see what we get to. So $21.72 plus 98 plus 657 plus 332 plus 374 plus 400 plus 86 plus 25 plus 125 plus 125 plus 100 plus 70 plus 189 plus 80 plus 120. $49.53 is our total here. So I'm going to take this $49.53. I'm going to subtract it from this $65.80 here. Leaves us with $16.27. We're going to bring that down here. So $16.27 is what we have left. And then our groceries, we put money into our groceries on every payday. So that's 4 paydays. We normally do $160. So times that by 4, and that is $640. Essentials, we do the same thing. I try to do 15 every payday. So that is $60 for the month. Allowance for the kids is I do 5 a week for my son, 8 a week for my daughter, for a total of 13 a week. So if we times that by the 4, that's 52. And then the fuel, the spend, and the miscellaneous is my own personal. Is my own personal doing. That comes out of my account. Fuel, I'm thinking I'm gonna do 200 this month. I normally do 40 a week, so 80 a check, which then turns out to be 160 a month. So this is an extra $40, so more like 50 a week, because I am doing so much, from going to swim lessons and cheer and just doing a lot of moving. So I wanted to up that a little bit just to make sure I'm covered. So we're gonna go with 200. Let me make sure. Okay. And then spend, I normally don't budget anything, but again, with us doing, oh, my son's also in soccer. I'm not sure I mentioned that. My son is also in soccer. So he has a soccer game every Saturday, and he has soccer practice every Wednesday. So that's a lot of driving as well. And also with that said, like I said, I normally don't do spend when I'm doing these, because sometimes I'll take spend money out of my other, and I don't budget other here. So it's hard to budget that in. But I'll probably be taking a little out of my paycheck here, because when we are at soccer games, sometimes they'll have the a Kona ice truck out there, which is just kind of like a, what am I trying to say? Like a snow cone. Or they'll have other little pop-up trucks out there. And sometimes the kids want something, and so to have a little money for that, I'm trying to be, you know. So for spend, I think I'm gonna do 30 for the month, and then miscellaneous, I think I'm gonna do 5 a week, which would be 20 for the month. So then we're gonna go in here, we're gonna add this up. So 640 plus 60 plus 52 plus 200 plus 30 plus 20. That's $1,002. Woo! Okay, so then we're gonna subtract that from 1627. 625 is what's left. Then we're gonna go over here to debt. So we're gonna go from here to here to here up to here. So what I'm gonna do before I fill out the debt is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna highlight these so I know what is coming out of which account. So give me 1 second. Okay, so then let's do some math here. I'm gonna take the 5740 plus the 120, which equals 5860 for our family money there. I'm gonna subtract the 4953. Then I'm gonna subtract the 640 for groceries, the 60 for essentials, the 52 for the allowance, which should leave $155. Now, what I think I'm gonna do is 55 to the credit card. So minus 55, that'll leave 100, and then that's gonna be the family buffer. I think I owe about $200 and something left on this credit card, and a lot of my other money that I make this month is gonna go there so that we can hopefully get that paid off. So now I'm gonna do the 720 for my personal account. I'm gonna subtract the 200 for my fuel, the 30 for my spend, the 20 for my miscellaneous, which leaves $470. And so I am considering going back to stuffing my sinking funds, which is why this says sinking funds binder and this is a savings binder. Because I'm considering going back to stuffing those. And so the sinking funds and the sinking funds mainly is more important than the 100 envelope and the 50 envelope challenge. I didn't include where the savings falls in the importance simply because when these two things are finished, that money is probably going to go into savings, the savings binder. The savings binder will get a lot of that. Of course, sinking funds as well. But I'll be putting a lot of that towards the savings binder because the sinking funds are going to get something every payday. The savings binder, not so much. So there's $470 left. I do plan on doing at least 20 to my personal buffer. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that right off the table. So that leaves $450. So I am thinking that 300 of this is going to go towards sinking funds. And then 75 and 75. And so then I'm thinking what I will do is if I have other, I'll split it between the credit card and the savings binder. So I won't budget anything for the savings binder right now, and we'll just kind of see how that goes. Because right now my plan is to finish this 100 envelope challenge by the end of June. The 50 envelope challenge is going to take me a little longer, but I plan on doing the 100 envelope challenge by June. And I know you guys are like, why would the 50 envelope take you longer than the 100 envelope? I'm doing the 50 envelope challenge twice. I'm stuffing it into like a photo album, and it has like 112 slots, I think it is. So I'm doing it twice. And also, I'm doing the 100 envelope challenge the low income way. I'm doing the 50 envelope challenge the regular way. Like whatever the number is on the envelope, that's what the 50 envelope challenge is getting. The 100 envelope challenge, I'm doing the low income way. So it's not going to add up to as much money. So that is why. So, okay, let me finish doing the math. So 625 here, 55 there. So we're going to subtract the 55. That's going to leave us with 570. So we're going to put 570 there. Then let's add that up. 75 plus 75 plus 300 plus 100 plus 20 is 570. And that should leave us with 0. Although we do have a buffer in both accounts. So I won't be doing like a cash breakdown or anything because I don't do that with the monthly budget because we don't get paid monthly. This is just a plan. This might not be the way things shake out, but this is just like a guideline, something to follow, something to be like, okay, those are nice goals. If we can reach them, that would be great. So anyway, guys, I think I'm a little bit over I'm right at the break of 25 minutes, guys. This is exciting because I think I took a little break in the middle of there. So I'm going to have some time to cut out anyway. So I think I did it, which is chef's kiss. Fabulous. So that's going to be it for our April monthly budget. I'm excited for the month. I'm excited to try to get this credit card paid off. We do have a few other things to pay. So, but I'm doing one at a time because that is all I can handle, guys. So I'm doing my best, just like I know you guys are. I want to say I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, liking, commenting, and subscribing if you're not subscribed. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.